targets up as Ragnaros landing a 4-man Sulfurous Smash. Durin's of hate from Mephisto, and this combination executed perfectly at the end of the game.
From Alarak, make it a quad kill set up by that ETC.
Wow, did you see that mosh pit? 4-man mosh pit while on a conveyor belt. That was like a regular sushi line.
NewPool 4 at 50%. Both cores are just absolutely melting. Which one's going to go down first? I think this is going to be Respect the Gooses. Oh my goodness.
Ring. Oh my goodness, the ring. Jaina just pulling up everybody here. That's a 4, make it 5
And it
for
does
nothing.
knock them all up. What a play! Oh my God! Somebody please clip that.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Nexus Gaming Series. I am Jason, and tonight we've got a Division D West match here between YavapaiCMYCCaST and all the rest of their name, and Knights that stay bronze. And tonight, joining me, I've got my fellow teammate on Regen Divine, the amazing founder of Order of the Sleeping Dragon, now returned to NGS after a long break, Silent Shoe. How you doing tonight, dude?
Hello, hello.
Oh,
Doing well, how are you?
the bass coming in right out of the gate. Calm down there.
This is an ASMR cast, right?
Right. Yeah, it's the nightcap for NGS, so it definitely seems like the right flavor for sure. So we've got two teams here out of our own division here in D West, both having a bit of a rough start. YavapaiCMYCCaST going 2-1 in their first match last week. Knights that stay bronze, we actually played them in week 1, and so far they are 0-4 on the season, so they're still searching for those first wins, as we are already ready to go. These teams, real pros here as we head into Cursed Hollow for game number 1.
I'm so glad this map is picked.
Yeah, you're trying to get it up in the map counter so it doesn't get automatically thrown out at the end of the season, right?
Yeah, excellent map.
Go down the road of Sky Temple, which would be a real shame.
Rest in peace.
So YavapaiCMYCCaST gonna have first pick, first ban. So this means this is the map choice of Knights that stay bronze. What do you like to see on this map, Shu?
Good things. I'm curious if they're going to start a tank choke right away, like we've seen in other games in our division. It looks like it's starting.
Yeah, pretty common strategy here, not only in Division D, but all the way up and down in NGS, focusing on the relatively small number of viable tanks in the meta compared to the amount of bans we have here early in these drafts.
Yep. You just ban all the tanks. It's the new meta.
Stukov going to be tossed out, though. He can be pretty annoying to deal with here on this map. Especially with all these chokeholds. Yeah. Second ban coming in here for YavapaiCMYCCaST. I do want to make sure these teams are on the correct side. Not going to lie, I completely forgot to check.
I believe they are. Could be wrong.
I mean, I'm assuming based on who was home and who was away that they're on the correct side, but always a good idea to check. Yes, Captain Andrande for YavapaiCMYCCaST4 ANewPool.
Yes.
That's the only time I will say their whole name tonight, or even attempt it.
Yes,
That's a good idea, Kai. I should definitely change the name of this cast. I felt like I probably forgot something, and my tank, as always, has got my back.
So we have Cassia and Brightwing banned. The second bands. Interesting. They have all the tank choices up. Will they first pick one? Or... Yep, there's the Mei.
Yeah, so we don't get to see a whole lot of Mei. She's been pretty heavily banned in these first couple of weeks because of that incredibly powerful heroic she's got in that Avalanche, the ability to group people up and set up the Wombo combo better than possibly any other tank in the game right now. She's been thrown out quite a bit early here.
Yeah, it's pretty scary to run into just the amount of AoE CC she can bring. We have Sylvanas and Anduin picked on the right-hand side. Sylvanas is always scary here. She can open up lots of cheesy avenues with her turning off the structures.
Well, Wolf, you know, you've got kind of a point with the scouting, but it's anything but free. It's a lot of work coming in for these casts. But, you know, nothing that people couldn't just see by watching the stream. But either way, Thrall and Anna going to be picked up here. Avoiding the potential healer chokehold is YavapaiCMYCCaST4, as already Stukov and Brightwing thrown out the door. Anduin picked up. They didn't want to have to see another ban possibly coming out. So instead, Knights are going to be going with the Kael'thas ban to maybe try and chokehold that range damage pool a little bit.
Yeah, it could be countering against the Sylvanas, just get all the counter siege stuff. So watching out for that with the mage ban there.
Yeah, one of the strong suits that Sylvanas has on this map is the ability to kind of take advantage of the fact that the minions will sometimes build up in a lane during these curses. You know, a lot of people give people flack for picking Sylvanas here because the map objective shuts down structures, which is her trait. So you get less value out of the trait. But if you've got a giant wave in a lane, and you're able to shut down the wave, you're able to shut down the structures after the curse is over and help that wave push, you can get a lot more value. Heroes like Kael'thas, pretty good at clearing those massive minions right after that curse is done.
Yep. And it looks like we've got Li Ming and Murden picked. Li Ming is really good at just stalling out the objective. And the Vikings!
YavapaiCMYCCaST4 pulling out the Vikings here. This is kind of the map of the Vikings and Abathur. On this map, these two kind of strange support heroes get more value than most of the rest of the maps in Heroes of the Storm, and that's, I think, most of the reason this map is banned out so often.
However, we do have to consider that they do have Sylvanas, who can function a bit as a counter to the Vikings with her ability to just push. So it's not just the free Vikings, it looks like.
Right, it takes away from that four-man's ability to hard push somewhere, because if you've got a Sylvanas and a good pushing comp, you can just kind of trade out rather than constantly having to answer to that four-man push while the Vikings are soaking. And Dahaka, another really great counter to it with his ability to global around the map and try to pick off the Vikings to prevent them from being able to soak every lane.
Yep, and he can just soak while the objective is up as well, so that the Vikings are not just getting the free soak. So, looks like pretty even looking comps here in my eyes. It's going to come down to skill.
All right, well, that's how we like it. We like it when people don't automatically win in draft. Who would you say has the more difficult job of executing their comp here in this game number one?
I'm going to lean towards the Vikings. Vikings tend to be a very kind of difficult hero to maximize. So it's going to be up to the shot callers making sure that they are maximizing the use of the Vikings, as well as the four-man getting value that you're getting soak everywhere else.
All right. Well, we are loading in here to Cursed Hollow for our game number one. YavapaiCMYCCaST4 are going to be on the left as we see them pop on out of the Hall of Storms. Andrade, the captain, going to be playing that new hero whose name is for some reason escaping me. May, there we go. Blue Space Hat going to be on the Jaina. Mega Milk on the Thrall. Ara Luna going to be playing the Ana. And playing all three of these lovely Vikings is going to be Shank B9.
And on the right-hand side for the Knights that stay bronze, we have Smoke on the Sylvanas, Map Block on the Mighty Little Guy, Angry Smurf on the Haka, Flying Spuds on Li Ming, and Silver Spy playing the Anduin.
All right, so it looks like for right now, Knights that stay bronze going to head to mid, but they're only going to have one of the Vikings to greet them, as down bot we do see the Sylv Cheese, or not the Sylv Cheese, but a counter to the Silv Cheese possibly here and just pushing. Kind of what you expect to see from a 4-man with that Vikings comp.
Ooh, Space Hat's in trouble.
And Jaina not getting away quite fast enough. Anna not really able to do a whole lot to help Jaina get out there. And nice quick rotation and response from Knights that stay bronze. They lose a good chunk of their wall there, but they get the first blood in response.
Yep. I think right now they have a slight XP advantage from that. The tower did not drop, so. And let's see, what are they gonna do? Looks like they're going for early camps. Immediately picking up the mid camp with Sylvanas. And it looks like we're just still leaving the 4-man down bot, but Murden's gonna have a lot of trouble defending this gate by himself. He needs help. And here comes the Li Ming.
Yeah, Flying Spud's going to fly on into bot and try and beat back this push. Big orb coming in to spread out a little bit of damage, but nothing that Ana can't deal with that striking Q just flowing through everybody and healing. Meanwhile, good macro call, though, still from the Knights, as they've got this pushing in mid to start, and they're going to eventually move on to that bottom camp. They want to cap that to counter push against this first objective, which is going to be in the top side.
And it looks like we have Angry Smurf trying to double soak as the Haka. Not that common on this map, but he might actually get a kill on the Vikings here. Oh, so close.
Yeah, almost gets the tongue. But meanwhile, in mid lane, Olaf going to have to try to deal with this camp. And down bot, the 4v3 has begun while Sylvanas begins to work on that siege camp.
Yeah, right now I'm seeing a lot of low mana for the YavapaiCMYCCaST team, with the Ana dropping pretty low and the Thrall. They're both kind of mana hungry. They're not very long sustained like siege with this comp. That could be a slight problem as to get more value from the Vikings there.
Yeah, same thing with the Thrall, just very, very low mana right now, and he can provide some good siege damage. And, Jaina not being able to rotate to get those globes, only 4 globes right now, so she's going to continue to have those same mana problems that you had just referenced.
Yep. I think they could be in some trouble here if Knights decide to push as a 4-man with this camp.
Yeah, they don't really have a whole lot of good clear. Jaina, probably the best option, but now they're stepping forward with the Black Arrow. Smoke going to shut down that bottom tower. And they're trying to push in to get a little bit of damage on this. Big zoning stun there from Andronde, but like you said, they just don't really have the range damage to deal with this. Meanwhile, up top, it looks like Dahaka and Eric gonna be going back and forth to try and secure that point. But Eric, of course, one of the best heroes in the game, even as just one of the Vikings, to stall that out 1v1.
Yeah, he can probably do this all day.
Yep.
As long as he's paying attention.
Yep, there it is. Meanwhile, finally, mercifully, the bottom lane gets cleared up here for YavapaiCMYCCaST, and
Murden's in trouble.
Yeah, force him to back up. Matlock getting very low, down to about 300 health there. Is able to get back, and with that second wind, will be slowly healing back up here.
We do have Crash Lightning from the Thrall here, since he's part of just the 4-man. This is gonna give them a bit more threat later in the game. It's not gonna add any value to the early game push, but they have a contingency if the game ends up lasting longer.
So meanwhile, up top here, we've got the camp starting to push in. So Angry Smurf has got a few different things to deal with.
Quick kill on Mei right there.
Yeah, Mei goes down in the bot lane. And trying to keep an eye here on top while the 4-man is bot. I gotta admit, as the observer, I'm kind of torn right now. Li Ming gonna come up and at least soak mid. Yeah, a lot of XP potentially missed here in the mid lane because this 4-man's been down here. And Dahaka definitely not double soaking right now, Shu.
Yeah, he's incapable of trying to do all the things the Vikings are forcing him to do. But it looks like the Li Ming's gonna help him out. And it's looking like mana is starting to... Every time that they get low on mana, Silver Spy is going down.
Meanwhile,
every time they get low on mana, that's when the push comes from the Knights. So
yeah,
it's a good thing to watch out for.
Yeah, 4-man still in bot as they try to push in here to this bottom point. And meanwhile, Balog going down in the top lane and Eric in the mid as Flying Spuds has now gone mid. And for some reason, Andrade is reporting, but I'm not quite sure for what.
Oh, now the mana has flipped the other way.
Yep.
With Smoke completely being out of mana. Flying Spuds with the flank there got some good damage and forced them back.
And now Ara Luna, definitely not safe, but still a lot of damage done to this bottom fort. This is the boss lane for the side of Yavapai, so they're having the right set of priorities here. The question is, can they continue to execute down here?
Yep, it is. It's coming down to mana usage, it seems to me. Like, when they are able to just push in without worrying about their mana, they get a lot of value. It looks like we're getting camps again from Smoke. Objective is top again, which is probably always works out best for Vikings.
Yeah, basically just moved over a few feet there. And once again, the camp going to be picked up in bot lane, and once again, Eric and Dahaka going to be doing their dance.
Ooh, a big combo right there from Knights with the Muradin leap into Light Bomb, and then followed by the silence from Sylvanas. They did almost got the kill, but not quite.
Yeah, the key word there, Shu, being almost. They have now used all of their heroics down here in the 4-man. Now level 10's picked up for Yavapai as they push in, trying to clear up this wave. You do see Sylvanas with that Merc Queen empowering the siege camp as they push in to try and get some counter damage here in bot.
And it looks like she's rotating out to get the Knight camp or to get that mid soak. We shall see which. And it looks like they need to start really worrying about this Thrall.
Oh, Angry Smurf gets the Eric. Woo!
Oh, that's good job. And here comes Balog to just continue.
Oh, wait, no, yeah, it's not done. Oh, man, that's got to be frustrating. That's a rough spot that he's in. Root hits from Silver Spy, but oh, here comes the Water Elemental, but the
big thunder.
Blow up comes out, and the unstoppable pop for Flying Spuds, but Anduin going to go down on the other side. Bit of a fielder's choice there for the side of Yavapai, as it ends up being a 1-for-1 exchange between these teams in the bot lane. Yeah, the fort goes down.
Now, what will they do? Will they go shove another lane? Will they boss? There's lots of avenues open now. Looks like they're heading up to the objective that the Knights stalled forever. Not the Knights, the Vikings.
This may be the first time I've ever seen... Oh, look out, Andrade getting cut off there a little bit by the damage dealers. We'll be able to slide away as that's the first one picked up. Silent Arrow thrown out too as well. That Wailing Arrow not finding its mark. But tell you what, 8 minutes, 30 seconds for the completion of the second tribute. I think that's got to be a new record that I've seen in NGS.
Yeah, that's one of those weird stall comps kind of numbers right there. And let's see. So this is a really important point for Yavapai. What will they do now that their initial objective is complete?
Well, we're going to have a little bit of back and forth in the mid. Bruiser camp being picked up here for Knights that stay bronze. Mirrored on the other side here by Yavapai. Pick it up just a bit faster. Neither team needs this for Curse. But as you mentioned, level 13's here for Knights that stay bronze. So they've got the talent tier advantage. We'll see if they want to try to push that issue at all here. As people pretty much everywhere on the map right now. I'm not quite sure what to watch right now.
Oh, this Flying Spuds almost connecting on the kill on Eric. And it looks like they're 4-man shoving top. So Vanis could be in trouble. Is there a Crash Lightning? Not yet, okay.
Not yet. He's getting close, 26.
Yep. Oh, I like this call from Knights that stay bronze, taking the boss bot. No Viking has scouted it out yet. Looks like they're going to get that in exchange for a fort.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's too late for the side of Yavapai to even rotate down to contest this. They don't have any globals on their side, just the Vikings in every lane. They are getting the soak value, though. They're catching up in level, but the boss going to be taken away, so that's kind of that kind of counters the strategy that YavapaiC's been going with here. They wanted to push that bot lane because it was the boss lane, but you don't get to take advantage of that for another 5 minutes now.
Yep. Really important to note that Angry Smurf used his dig to go top, so they do not have a global for this objective.
Meanwhile, they're just going to look for the boss here as the side of Knights that stay bronze. They don't need this tribute at all. They're going to completely concede it, make the double boss play, but meanwhile, Eric is going to secure the fort up here in the top lane, and the boss is going to secure the fort in the bot lane for Knights that stay bronze.
Yep, it looks like one of the Vikings fell to the Haka as well. And is Eric going to get away?
No.
Bye-bye, Eric.
No,
So-
not with the Li Ming Calamity build running around here.
Yep. This could be a pretty scary boss here with Sylvanas turning off buildings.
Yeah, this boss very, very healthy. Tribute also spawning in the mid, so plenty of time for both of these squads to rotate to it. Out comes the Sundering. Can they capitalize off of it? Andre kind of looking at trying to go in maybe a little bit here, but the back line for YavapaiCMYCCaST still looking at this boss.
So it looks like for this objective, there's going to be... Oh, big kill. 2 kills.
What?
3 kills.
What? That...
Are we going to get 4 kills?
Oh, yeah. Oh, there's no way. There's no way Blue Space Hat makes it out of this. But did I just see that right? It didn't look to me like that Dwarf Toss Light Bomb combo hit. But boy, those stuns seemed to go down even though Murden was still flying through the air. I gotta look at that one again at some point here. Shoot, that was crazy.
Never underestimate the power of the mighty little guy.
Right. Ground Muradin, as I like to call him, as opposed to his dwarven brother, Air Muradin.
And bye-bye, Eric. You cannot AFK on when there's a Li Ming near you.
Yeah, Calamity Li Ming gonna counter the Vikings every time they're
Big
hanging
snowball.
around. Yeah, 3-man snowball, but it's a defensive
no follow-up.
snowball.
Yeah.
Yep. They are going to be able to defend the boss, but the top keep goes down. First keep secured along with this curse. Meanwhile, Olaf gonna fall down here in the mid lane, and that's going to leave the Vikings to play again down in the bot.
So this is exactly what you want to be doing against Vikings. You got to maximize your siege value. Little eager there for Murden, and I think he's gonna go down, jumping the wall.
Yeah,
Double kill. Could be a triple kill.
Yeah, that's going to be a double kill. Isolation comes down onto May, but as soon as she pops out of that, she's going to be looking to see if she can find something. Slides in, looking at the Dahaka. Not quite going to find anything, but yeah, Thrall able to find the kill out onto Li Ming to make that a triple here for YavapaiCMYCCaST.
So I think good news for Knights is there is no boss for YavapaiCMYCCaST to take, but it looks like they're gonna go straight for this bot keep with almost 30 seconds for Li Ming. This could be a keep gone, and they could push for more potentially, as long as they stay spread out and don't get caught in Li Ming combos.
Yeah, 2 of the Vikings are here. That is kind of reset bait for Li Ming, but she's still down for 15 seconds. This keep is definitely going to fall. The only question is, where does YavapaiCMYCCaST want to go from here?
Yep, they are backing out. Probably smart. Li Ming's defense is very dangerous, especially with a nice squishy Eric hanging around.
Right. Meanwhile, we do see the Vikings soaking up in that top lane, clearing that mess out. A big wave had formed up in top lane. Right away, Knights are gonna look to get on their bruisers, but actually no, they're gonna pull Sylvanas off of that. I think they may be looking to try and get a fight here before level 20. Shoe.
That would be my plan if I was. I'm looking at this. May could be in danger, but no CC, and she walks away.
Yeah, May having that almost very similar vein. Ooh, Olaf falling in the mid, but very similar vein to that ETCQ slide to get away. Kind of has that same kind of deal going on, but Bribe gonna steal away. Yeah. Oh,
And,
just barely dodges the dwarf hammer there.
Too quick. Yeah, Eric wants to be the real mighty little guy, not Murden.
Well, boss spawning here, and immediately YavapaiCMYCCaST getting on this. Didn't wait for the cooldown at all. The question is, does Knights detect this quick enough? They are clearing mid. They are starting to head this direction, but the boss is getting very, very low. This is going to be super close.
Yep, and they did not pop Icy Veins for it, so they still have it up.
Now they'll get the boss. Now they have level 20. Level 20 also coming in, though, for Knights. Can they snap lock these in? Most have, except for Dahaka. And we see the fight coming out here. Light Bomb coming in, but big damage on the other side. Thrall in trouble, but the blow up coming in from Jaina, and that water elemental as well. Sundering coming out to try to zone. It's going to be just Dahaka going down so far, but now come the resets with the Vikings falling. But,
Oh, and she's still alive.
Yeah, she's staying alive.
Oh my goodness, Li Ming is making all the plays. But she is out of mana. She's kind of scary moment there.
Yeah, completely out of mana. Goes back in though with the autos. Nothing left but autos to try and deal with Andrade. Meanwhile,
And Sylvanas and Jaina walking away with 1 health each.
but Shu the boss is beating on the core back here. Worth noting, they got a back to clean that up before it gets too much health here onto the core.
Yep. Good call there. That was a good job by YavapaiCMYCCaST for most of it, except for giving Li Ming resets. You can't let Eric get clapped by a full combo there. That's what set off the whole comeback for Knights that stay bronze.
Yeah, I gotta admit, I was a little confused what I was seeing because I was hearing Li Ming resets go off, but then when I looked up at the top of the screen to kind of see who had died in that mess, I had only seen the Vikings falling and nobody else. Most of the people that were dead were on the Knights that stay bronze side. So I got a little bit confused, but then finally Li Ming started killing actual, full heroes.
Yeah, she got full value from dominance at 4, which you don't see very often since the nerf. But she killed the Thrall with like 1 health and got like a full 30% heal.
Here comes Matlock. The Avalanche kind of whiffing there a little bit. Light Bomb coming down, but the Sundering knocks him over, so he doesn't really get full value on that. They do have the boss pushing down here in lane. YavapaiCMYCCaST trying to see if they can't push against it here. But the question is, do they want to push in with this boss shoe? It looks like they are backing off for right now.
I think they could have committed a bit more there. Right now they are on a time limit because eventually Vikings will just shove this out bot lane. They're gonna have catapults there pretty much for the rest of the game. So the Hakas can't die here. Can't die here. Uh-oh.
Well, yeah, that's a trade Dahaka for Olaf. That's not really a valuable trade. Now they're going on to the core. The shields are coming out. The rest of the Knights that stay bronze are here to try and counter this. Calamity Li Ming coming in looking for the reset. Will find them, as all 3 of the Vikings will fall quickly. But meanwhile, up top, the Fury is spawning.
Fury of the Storm at 20, so they don't come back very fast.
No, that's about a minute for each of them here. And now this is a 4v4. Dahaka going to be in here in 27 seconds. We'll have the global, be able to global in. I don't know if it'll last that long, though. Big Light Bomb hitting. Jaina got Ice Block right at the last second. Dodges a few abilities.
Whoa, good
is able to
there.
Bolt out. And this is still going on here, Shu. Nobody has died yet.
The Li Ming is getting lots of poke value there, and the Thralls seems to be tired of it.
And Dahaka is up. Dahaka is coming in right on top of Ana. Gets the tongue. Can they get the kill? There it is on May. The reset on Ana. Flying forward is the Spuds. Triple kill here for Knights that stay bronze. And Shu, I believe the Knights are about to get their first win of the season right here.
I believe as well. Can the Thrall save the day? Is the big question.
Yeah, Vikings are back here as well, so this is a 2v5, but make a note.
Good blink.
Yeah, bolting out.
Yeah, got some good blink value today. Oh, good root into the
And there's
Oh,
the
no,
resets.
reset.
Flying Spud's basically out of mana here. The core starting to fall 50%. The Sundering will come out, but I think that's just a formality here. Game number 1 here on Cursed Hollow. Going to go over to the Knights that stay bronze.
Yep, and I think Li Ming might have been complaining about too many kills. She ran out of mana. Like, hey, can we slow it down, guys? Too many resets.
Too many resets with those Vikings. You can't get through all 7 of them, but before that mana runs out. But yeah, really back and forth game. You know, this is what I've come to expect here in NGS. Is pretty even games, and here in Heroes of the Storm for these casts, I've also come to expect my stats blanking out to 0. Quite unfortunate.
Yeah, but for me, we got Thrall top damage for YavapaiCMYCCaST4 with his Crash Lightning build, and then Li Ming, of course, doing 94,000 damage. Very, very, very much the highest damage in the game.
Yeah, I think it's pretty easy to call Flying Spuds out on the Li Ming as the MVP for game number 1. Very solidly played, and in general, nice to stay bronze. They looked pretty good that game. I felt like the macro was pretty good, especially in terms of the camps. The rotations were pretty solid to deal with the Vikings and the 4-man, kind of counterbalancing those rotations to be able to deal with both. And as frustrating a job as the Dahaka would have had that game, still very well done overall, dealing with that macro pressure and being able to stay in the game long enough to take that opportunity in the top when it arises.
Yeah, he did his job, and the rest of the team was able to get value off of it, which is very good. And I think like YavapaiCMYCCaST, like they were this close to winning too. Just clean up a little bit on some of the positioning stuff, and they could have won that game too. Like the Vikings is a terrifying hero.
Yeah, very difficult to deal with, especially on the map. And speaking of maps where you could potentially look at playing Vikings, how about our game number 2, where we'll be going to Towers of Doom?
Yep, another Vikings map, another Abathur map, another fun macro heavy map where you can force your team to make the enemy team to make interesting decisions. But this one also can come down to heavy team fights in the late game. You can always come back on Towers of Doom. Yeah,
on this map, the game's never really over until those last shots are actually headed for the core. So this is the ultimate comeback map indeed. I'll have to see if either team can get an early pressure here. If any team really needs to come back, or if we'll see kind of an even back and forth match like we did in that first game.
Yep, it could be another very long, drawn out interrupt based stuff if they get the Vikings again. I'm sure. Would you ban the Vikings or spec ban it early here if you were Knights?
Early, probably not. I would probably save it for a third ban myself, but it could go either way.
Should YavapaiCMYCCaST get rid of the Li Ming?
If they want to go Vikings, I would definitely first ban it for sure. But just in general, the way that Flying Spuds played that in the first game might just be worth an outright ban overall.
Yes, he.
Oh, that's what the full name is. Okay, they just put it in chat for us in lobby.
But yes, Yavapai County Municipal Youth Chess Club and Swim Team Episode 4. ANewPool is ready. That's the name.
Yeah, they are ready. So now Now we're just waiting on Knights that stay bronze. I like it when I've got two different teams whose names don't fit on the screen, so I don't have to feel that bad about, you know, not having, like, having one team's full name on there, but not having the other team's full name on there. Like, you both get abbreviated now.
Yes. As someone who had a team with a long name, I purposely crafted the name to have a nice abbreviation.
Oh, you mean Order of the SD?
No. Oh, SD. Not Ootsta. Ootsta.
Well, oops to daisies. Sorry. All right, looks like we've got them ready to go. Let's get on into game number 2, Towers of Doom. I want to say thank you to all 18 of you that are hanging out with us right now for the nightcap of NGS for week number 2. As we finish out and head on into week number 3 next week. Both these teams looking to kind of get a little bit of a turnaround. You know, YavapaiCMYCCaST4 going 1-2 in week 1. They're still really early. They've still got a lot of time. But this first game was a really big win for Knights that stay bronze. After you go 0-4, that's kind of a rough start for your season, having those 2 dominations. So that's got to be a huge weight off their shoulders here, getting their first win.
Yeah, now they can just go undefeated the rest of the season.
That's right. That's how you do it.
Got the losses out of the way early.
That's the long con, the big reverse sweep.
Yes. Seasonal reverse sweep.
Yeah, that's the season sweep, reverse sweep. I like it.
So we have Garrosh Band first here, and this is YavapaiC's map pick. So I wonder if they have a strategy set up for it, similar to their Cursed Hollow. Do they have another pocket strat, or are they just gonna play it straight up and be like, you know, we tried the sneaky stuff, now let's just draw the line in the sand. Oh, there's the Vikings ban.
Yeah. Knights said no thank you. Don't want to see that twice. And frankly, I can't blame them, but if you're YavapaiCMYCCaST, do you just break out Abathur now?
You could. I mean, Vikings is one of the scarier counters to Abathur. So got rid of one. You can always just run the other.
Yeah, just go to the backup. Go to the other really weird specialist who also kind of does work on this map, but Sylvanas going to be banned out for YavapaiCMYCCaST. They don't want to see that strong pushing power a second time, especially here where that Merc Queen trait can be even more powerful on the sappers and the ability to shut down these bell towers to convert more shots on the altars.
We have a first pick Irel for
yes.
Knights that stay bronze. And this time the Anduin switches teams.
Yeah, the steal.
Going to YavapaiCMYCCaST.
Ara Luna gonna steal away King Anduin Rin of Stormwind.
And we're gonna have a double soaker for this one, so expect another 4-man bot comp for YavapaiCMYCCaST.
Yeah, it was working for him in the early game, I'll tell you that much, Shu. YavapaiCMYCCaST looks really good pre-10. And Flying Spud's gonna go a little bit more topical based on the battle tag. Gonna be flying around on what I hope is not a potato of a false stat.
Maybe he has potatoes to feed the griffin.
Do griffins eat potatoes?
I mean, I don't know. I've never met a griffin.
I don't know. I guess we'll have to figure that out.
Oh, they don't want the Abathur.
They definitely don't want to play Abathur. Oh. Well, either way, yeah, it kind of makes sense, right? Because they banned out the counter with regards to the Vikings. They picked Falstad, who's also kind of a good counter to an Abathur and kind of helps with the ability to side soak and the global. And then Yrel with an Abathur hat is very scary to have to deal with.
Oh, an Asmodan and an Alubarak. They're like the big hitboxes.
Yeah, the big boys coming in now. That's the meat of the YavapaiCMYCCaST team right there.
Got the meat on the left and the potatoes on the right.
Oh my. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to NGS and the meat and potatoes of Division D West here. Oh no, the Cho'Gall comes out. We've seen Cho'Gall a fair amount in this division. And,
Into a Cho'Gall counter. Into a Cho'Gall counter.
Yeah, the Anubarak already picked up. I would say it's a soft counter, except Knights that stay bronze don't really have anything to quickly pop open a cocoon. So they're gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way. And meanwhile, Raynor are gonna be the final pickup here for YavapaiCMYCCaST, so not going in for maybe a Tychus, which hard counters it, but maybe going with a more comfort pick that just deals a decent amount of poke damage to it in the Raynor.
Yep, this is going to be an interesting match. The Anna Cho'Gall is pretty terrifying. But a Nubrak Cocoon forcing a 3v5, it can also be terrifying.
Yeah. And again, I think you referenced it last game. I think it kind of applies to this game as well, which is that I think it just comes down to a game of execution, because these drafts, and I don't think either team has lost this game in the draft.
Yes, I think this is also similar to the last game. I'm going to flip it and say there's a time limit for YavapaiCMYCCaST. I think late game Cho'Gall, when he gets his unstoppable to get rid of a Nubrak Cocoon in air, that can be scary, and he can just pull everyone in if he chooses to. Late game Cho'Gall is very scary, and this map can get to the late game. They gotta try and get an early game advantage here with the Zool and the Raynor, and try and hold on if Cho'Gall turns on.
All right, well, I want to give a big shout out to 7th Ace, rating with the party of 10. Welcome, everybody. You've come just in time for game number 2 here on Towers of Doom. Also want to shout out, don't forget to hit that follow button. I am 6 big follows away from hitting the 500 mark, so help me get there. But first, let's go in on game number 2. On the left, you've got YavapaiCMYCCaST. Mega Milk going to be playing the Zol. We've got Andrade on the Anubarak. Shakbi 9 going to be on the Azmodan. Blue Space Hat going to be on the Anduin. Ara Luna on the Anduin. Blue Space Hat on the Raynor.
And on the right-hand side for the Knights that stay bronze, we have Flying Spuds playing Anna, Silver Spy on the Gaul, Angry Smurf on the Cho, Smoke playing Irel, and Matlock on Falstad.
Yeah, so Urel going straight to the top lane. Meanwhile, Cheese out once again. Nice and stinky cheese here for YavapaiCMYCCaST.
Yep, they do not like towers on bot lane early. They just want to get rid of all of them.
Yep, they're like, nope, can't have those. But in
have
comes the 4-man, if you will, with the Cho'Gall.
Angry Spy.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, I think that should be a part of requirement for playing Cho'Gall in competitive, is you have to have the name combo be something good.
Yes, I agree. If it doesn't make sense, then you can't play him.
Yeah. Thank you very well, JW Fergus, for the follow. Countdown's down to 5, Shu.
Uh-oh. So, looks like YavapaiCMYCCaST, losing a Nubrak early to the 3-man. And this camp is vulnerable to invade now. You lost your tank. And they get it before it resets. Easy camp for Knights that stay bronze.
Yeah, big secure down in the bot lane for the Knights that stay bronze, picking up where they left off in that game number 1. Nice knockback, but not quite enough to deter those sappers. They'll go in and destroy that top tower. And just like that, first blood for Knights that stay bronze, but Andrade already back in lane here with these short death timers.
First tower goes to Knights that stay bronze, not YavapaiCMYCCaST, as much as they hate towers.
Yeah, meanwhile, the double soak game going back and forth. It's a slight level lead for YavapaiCMYCCaST, and considering the first blood and now the evening on the towers, that's really a credit to YavapaiCMYCCaST's double soaker up here in the top lane. Mega Milk a little bit faster on this rotation, and Gonna be a little bit of a struggle here for Smoke to keep up with that.
Yeah, Zul's very good at that. Urel's also good, but not as good.
Right, I think Urel's main power is in the possibility of disrupting Zul's rotation and maybe slowing him down. But once Zul gets ahead and is kind of opposite, you can kind of start to lap the Urel in this rotation. And assuming that doesn't last an entire period between altars, that one laning phase, and you can get some good value there. Meanwhile, Mega Milk right on the point, ready to go. Smoke gonna get the top right, and down bot we'll see the 4v4.
Good interrupt by Andrade on the Nubarak. But he's starting to take some damage from Cho'Gall, and he is gone.
Ara Luna trying to throw out the Leap of Faith, but just a hair late on it there. And cooldown will go down, but not able to save the tank. And now Matlock will begin the cap, and it looks like they're going to get it. It's going to be 4 more shots, 8 in total for Knights to stay bronze. They take the early lead here, and they'll get the bottom wall down to boot here.
This is looking pretty scary for YavapaiCMYCCaST4 with the early game dominance from a Cho'Gall comp.
And while the double soaking resumes here, Smoke nearly out of mana. Mega Milk doing just fine as that bottom tower in the mid about ready to go down to that wave.
I think Smoke will start doing a little bit better on the double soak now with his level 7 talent, Divine Steed. Rotate a little bit faster. But he is falling quite behind, almost 1300 XP.
Yeah, down in the mid lane, the wall is gone. Now Smoke gonna come in and get the dismount, so that will slow down Mega Milk a little bit here. Meanwhile, camp being picked up and the invade coming in here for Knights to stay bronze.
Oh, and he does gonna make it here in time, but too late to steal the camp. Good attempt. Falstad flew. Completely out of mana for Smoke though, and tap.
Yeah, so right. Go ahead.
This is gonna hurt his double soak. He's not gonna have enough mana to keep up.
Yeah, meanwhile, altar spawning down here in the bot. I would kind of expect both teams to continue the double soak through this section of the game. Neither team having level 10, but no, Zul actually confident enough at this point that he's done enough and gotten them enough of an XP lead. He's going to come down, and that is going to force a 5v4 as Urel is up in the top lane trying to take advantage to catch up in the soak game.
Yeah, it looks like Knights are gonna be okay with just giving this one up.
Yep.
They saw the Zul and were like, no, what? No, thank you.
I think that's a good macro call. It's only 4 shots at this point. Tie up the game and just try to get back into this. Let your Urel catch up a little bit in the soak. They've got the camp pushing here in bot and still have an advantage in the siege department here in bot. Andrade trying to come forward to get a stun. But, even Steven now on both shots and on level right now.
Yeah, this is getting pretty close, but it feels to me like this is in Knight's corner at the moment. But level 10 is going to bring a big tool with Cocoon, so we'll see if they're able to make a big play off of that. Here it comes, and we are waiting for the healer to get here.
Yeah, they've got our Luna marching down the lane. Jumps in and will get the stun down. Is the Cocoon going to come down on anybody, though? Big damage.
He's gonna die. No.
Oh,
bye-bye, Nubarak.
Yeah, Nubarak's health falls before the Cocoon comes down. Now level 10's in on the other side. We're going to get a lot of damage, but we do see the Protected coming out here from Ara Luna with that Holy Word Salvation. Going to save a little bit of health there, possibly some kills, but is not going to save the siege potential from being had there.
Yeah, I think there's just miscommunication there on that team fight from YavapaiCMYCCaST4 with no Cocoon after the engage. But they still have it up then, which is good for them.
Yeah, I think that might actually be a good call there. That now they have their engage ready for this double altar spawn. Once again, Urel continuing the double soak now is on their way down. Matlock with a big barrel roll
There's the
to
Cocoon.
get the interrupt. Cocoon going down, but instantly blown up there by Matlock. Maybe I underestimated their ability to pop that Cocoon. Zol goes down. Defensive gust to try to zone as this Hyperion slowly poking away at the members of Knights that stay bronze. As it looks like right now YavapaiCMYCCaST gonna have to retreat to the bot and give up this shots up here in the top for an even trade here in this objective.
Just a second too late from the Asmodan on that interrupt. But you're starting. I'm starting to see the purpose of the Asmodan, just the long range interrupts, trying to buy time.
Yeah, it's not going to get you a lot of kills, especially with an Ana. You know, you get that big AoE poke damage out, but then Ana just shoots a couple shots before you have your cooldown back up. And meanwhile, look out, Flying
Demonic
Spuds.
Invasion.
Yeah, trying to get some siege pressure here, but good response there. Flying Spuds was looking like they might be in trouble with the engage, but Angry Spry coming in to make sure to get the damage to zone them away.
And the camps are up. Let's see if they're more attentive to the invade. The invade has come twice, once successfully, the other time less so.
Now there's the
And
vision. They
Nubrak
have
is in
vision
good
on it.
position. And a good job by the Anubrak there. He was ready for it this time.
That's well timed. It may not have been purposeful, but assuming they did it on purpose, Urel was up in the top lane there. Oh, look at the interrupt. Only two
Oh,
of
so
those
close.
get through. Yeah.
Good job by the Anubrak again with the stun.
Yeah, they nearly blew those up, but they did get one of the sappers down before it popped in. And now both of these bell towers looking a little damaged. Feel like kill or two, we might see one of these bell towers actually get permanently converted.
And this is going to be a single point. I'm curious if it's going to be a 5v5 or it looks like they're trying to force a little early with the Zul here.
Yeah, Urel up in top. Big stun coming in from Andrade. Once again, the Cocoon has not been thrown out yet. Matlock got to defensively gust here to zone them out. Now Urel's coming in on the flank.
Yep. Looks like, oh, Matlock almost down there. And, oh, the first to fall is Andrade on the Anubrak.
Yeah, rough game so far for Andrade. We are seeing Mega Milk trying to hit, but look at the unstoppable being popped. Yeah, that medallion coming in big for smoke, and the blow up on Zul. And that's going to be the first of these double soakers going down. So now we'll have to see how YavapaiCMYCCaST wants to adjust to this, as they don't have Zul for the next 20 seconds.
Yeah, this is going to be a little harder. Maybe Smoke will be able to catch up a bit on this double soak.
Everybody kind of splitting up. I kind of expected Knights that stay bronze to kind of rush to the bottom lane and convert this bell tower after seeing him go down, but they are eventually making their way down here. But the death timers are pretty long, but look out Asmodan. He's going to get taken out.
Stepped up a little too far there versus the Cho'Gath. Anubrak coming in pretty eager position there. Almost got put to sleep.
Yeah. That could have been rough. Meanwhile, Danger Pings coming in for the siege camp. 15 seconds until that siege camp is available. Knights of Stay Bronze going to quickly grab theirs. They could look to invade, but they also could instead look to get a favorable position here on this triple altar phase.
It's, I think, few choices here. They could also just defend bot while they have it.
Holy Word Salvation coming out a little bit early. Gust to interrupt, but we do have
good Cocoon, and Falstad is down. But Anubrak falls with him. And so does the Anduin, and so does the Rainer. And it's a 4-man. Ouch.
Yeah, 4-man
and
team
that's
wipe.
3 points. That's 3 points on bot, as well as the maths 8 from the objective.
Well,
Oh wait, they didn't escort it in.
Oh, Zol rips it apart here. Mega Milk gonna prevent those 3 shots.
Yeah, that was a big play by him. That could come back to be a very important moment.
And it looks like right now Knights of Stay Bronze gonna try and stall this out. They have not capped. They're gonna reconvert this bell tower so they can get one more shot out of it.
False stats flying in. Let's see if they time it right, and they do.
Yep, so there's the 5.
Good.
There's the
Good
K.
job by them. Good job by them. And
Yep.
they still have the three pumpkins as well. But I do think this will be a lot harder to escort in than the last one should have been.
Now back and forth we go. Root
We are
coming out.
switched in the double soakers as well, with Asmodan now soaking up top.
Zol going to be the
Yeah.
first to fall here. Stun's coming down very, very low as Matlock. He's going to have to back up. Now we see the Cocoon coming out. Matlock stepping forward to break it. And now
think,
it's Angry Sprite knocking everybody around here.
I think we underestimated the cocoon break from Anna and her Shrike.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely did. That was not who I thought would be breaking apart the Cocoon, but looky there. There it is.
And Asmodan falls.
Smoke getting the kill in that rotation to top. Double soaking game gonna be helped a little bit, but look out, a Nubarak getting taken out there by the Anna Shrike damage once again.
Yeah, this is a hard game to Nubarak. A lot of sustained damage on him, and not much diving with him. They have the cocoon, but it's hard for him to stay alive when he's just up by himself.
Yep.
So, looking at win conditions for Yavapai, all the towers are low. If they're able to survive long enough or win a single team fight, they can potentially get all 6. But they have to win a team fight for that versus this Cho'Gall.
Cho'Gall gonna stasis out a lot of damage, and look out the blow up coming in here again. Both kills are secured by the Anna damage. But Cho'Gall will go in and get that last one there. Triple kill for the side of Knights of State Bronze. Now they're going to be looking for even more as they cap both of these points. They get a Nubarak down again. And what was that you were saying about a 6 cap?
I do not think that Yavapai has that in their future. Now, it looks like they're going to try and save bot, but too late. Is there asleep? And nope. So they can get the bot camp here. They can get top camp with Falstad. So it's looking like they're going to try and pressure the towers. They don't have quite the global siege of Yavapai with the Asmodan. But it looks like there's 2 points bot that they need to worry about. And that is 2 points in. Anduin did not quite get there in time.
So yeah, now down to 7 points, and that is a significant shift here, as we do have a double altar spawn coming here in the top lane. And with even if Yavapai is able to reconvert this bot lane, that means both of these altars could end the game, or one and the boss could end the game.
Yep. This is a really hard position to come back from.
The Knights that stay bronze, winless thus far on the season. Now at the tail end of week 2, staring down the barrel here, possibly getting themselves a domination here against Yavapai. Can they finish it off? They're going to get the top bell tower as the bottom one is converted for Yavapai. They get the boss though, so now they just need the one. Yavapai's got to defend against both of these altars here, Shu.
Yep, and looks like they haven't noticed it yet. Andretta's coming in. Did he get it? Nope.
No,
Yeah,
it's
that is
too
a
little.
GG.
Too little late. Both of them are capped on each side. And that is game number 2 and the series going over to the Knights that stay bronze.
Very, very impressive second game by them. They felt in control from the beginning when their comp was not as strong, and once their comp got stronger, it just snowballed from there.
All right, so let's go to our match summary. Maybe this time I'll get some actual stats. There we go. 18-1 on the kill count in favor of Knights that stay bronze. They were farming that bug for some XP throughout the game. And Gall, of course, getting a lot of damage in this game. Just kind of that turret up on Cho's shoulder, just throwing out all kinds of orbs throughout the game, exploding everything in the right way. And even though it was a bit of a rough start for Smoke on that Yrel against the Zool, definitely came alive in the end. It ends up winning that XP battle overall here.
Yeah, and then he also just beat the Asmodan 1v1 when they tried to shift him. So it was a really good job by Smoke on the ADED.
All right, well, before we close out tonight, any final thoughts on either of these games here for you, Shu?
Yeah, Cho'Gall. He's not fun. And then the Vikings. This is a very spicy comps.
Very spicy comps indeed. Well, I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. I apologize to the teams that we're not going to do an interview. I've got a few things I got to take care of. I had to come straight home from work to do the cast in the first place, but it was a pleasure to watch these teams go back and forth. Also, let's get that second win up on the board for Knights that stay bronze. I'm sure they would appreciate that. But before we do go, thank you again to the few people that have followed here tonight. Looks like I am currently 3 follows away from hitting that big 500 goal. So, oh look, that last one was you, Shu. Thank you very much. And also Jagger Rob for following during that last match. But where can people find you? What do you got going on, Shu? What you can give us your whole life story if you'd like.
Yeah, I mean, you can follow me in very interesting Twitter, whatever. I tweet all the time, definitely. More than 5 times in the last 3 years.
Yeah.
And then just on Regen Divine, playing with you, running weird comps.
I mean, as is everybody apparently in Div D West. It's kind of a theme for the division. But I want to thank everybody for coming out and watching. Thanks again to Ace for the big host, all the follows tonight. And thanks to both of these teams for showing up and putting on a great show for us as Knights that stay bronze secure not only their first win of the season, but a domination win to start to turn it around here at the end of week 2. And I should be back later on this week, no later than next Sunday, to cast some more NGS for you guys. If you guys want to watch more NGS action, don't forget to follow here, and I will routinely attempt to send you guys off to other NGS casters when I have the chance to. And we're actually about to send you to the NGS Storm Division Week 2 match between X-Club Fan Club and Team Alexander. So until next time for the Nexus Gaming Series, I am Jason, he's Silent Shu, and I hope you guys have a good night.